Hey there, my name is Kelsey Lorenz. I am here with DAHU today to bring you some pre-season ski workouts. This is gonna focus on getting the body conditioned and ready to hit the slopes. Today, we have a short, stability and core focused workout. It is gonna be low impact, a great way also to warm up before you hit the slopes once the season comes. Now I'm gonna encourage you today to do this one barefoot so we can really connect with our feet onto the ground and learn how to use the feet to help the rest of the body. All right, so today we're just gonna start by finding that grounding footwork here. So I want you to spread your toes super wide as you can. Ground down big toe to little toe. So I'm kind of mimicking with my hands what my feet are doing. Pressing down, gripping down into your mat or the ground beneath you. And then I want you to lift your toes up. All right, keep them spread. I want you to feel the big toe mound. So right at the base of that big toe, feel that pressing into the mat, then anchoring that pinky toe down, spreading those toes, grounding them back down. Keeping that firmly planted down, feeling the heel grounded down. So you've got all corners of that foot connected to the ground beneath you. And then you maybe feel a little lift at the inside arch of your foot. Now we all have different arches in our feet, so it may be a little bigger, it may be a little bit more flat-footed, you know your body, but feel those three anchor points, big toe mound, little toe, heel, driving down. From here, we're gonna bring our hands right to heart center, and we're just gonna slowly lift one leg at a time into that balance work. Now wobbles are gonna be part of the experience, as you can see. And then step down. Now as you step down, I want you grounding down with those feet, spreading the toes, pressing big toe mound to little toe, heel is anchored. Now as you start to wobble, notice what's going on with the foot, right? That's our connection point to the earth beneath us. Are you pressing inside and outside of the foot, front of the foot, all the way into the heel? Soft bend in the knee as you move side to side, belly button anchored into the spine. Let's take one more of those marches. And then we're gonna stop with that left leg lifted. From here, we're just gonna take little oblique twists. So just the rib cage, twist to the left, and then right back through center. Exhaling as you twist, inhaling as you come back through center. Keep checking in with that foot and how it is grounded down to the floor beneath you. Now, if you're used to working out in a sneaker, this may be something new and different. It may feel a little more wobbly. Everything takes practice. Last one. And we'll take it into the other side. Standing tall and rotating just through the ribs. Now you could keep your eyes focused and just twist the chest, but for more of a challenge, I want you to take your eyes with you. Change that sight line. A few more here. Exhaling into that twist. 3, for 2, last one. All right, we're gonna build on that single leg balance work and hit some single leg deadlifts. So you're gonna lift that left leg back up. Now, as that leg extends back, your heart reaches forward. You're reaching that left arm towards the ground, keeping that spine flat, and then drawing it back up into that balance. Slow and steady here. Soft bend in the knee, hinging at the hip. That core is anchored up and in. That's gonna be your center of gravity. Your foot is pressing from that inside mound of the big toe all the way through your pinky toe, down into your heel. Let's take a couple more here. Those little bobbles are part of the exercise, right? It's getting all those stabilizing muscles working. Last one. All right, we're gonna stick with that left leg moving here. And we're gonna do some clock exercises with the legs. So the leg is gonna stretch out. It's gonna reach out to 12 o'clock on your dial. Then we're gonna bring it around to 1 o'clock, to 2 o'clock, to 3 o'clock, all the way back. So your center of gravity is changing a little bit with that leg. Good, can you go to 8? Can you go towards 9? And then we'll bring it back in. We're gonna go through that 2 more times. So the hips hinge back as the knee bends and the leg reaches out. So you've got ankle flexion, knee flexion, hip flexion, core anchored in tight, all 4 corners of those feet pressing down. We go step by step, out to the side, keeping that hip anchored over the knee. Ooh, I'm starting to feel it in that hip, working through all edges of that hip joint. One more here. 1 tick at a time, making our way around that clock. Keeping that core anchored in tight to keep that center of gravity. Beautiful, stand it up. All right, shake out those legs. Let's reset through center, grounding down through those feet. So lift the toes, spread the toes wide, press the big toe mound down, and then ground the toes, ground that heel. We're gonna lift that right leg up. We've got those single leg deadlifts. Leg stretches back. As your heart reaches forward, your arm reaches down. Now, as you return to this workout, as you're gearing up through the season, you can add a weight to these deadlifts to add a little more challenge. Slow and steady here. Finding your footing, holding that core in tight to keep you stabilized. A few more here. Soft bend in the knee. We want to make sure the joints are not locked out. Those muscles are working. 2 here. Last one. Beautiful. All right, we got those clocks. Extending that right leg out, hips reach back, leg reaches forward. You go around the clock. Now, both of your sides may not be equal, and that's totally okay. I know that I have an injury on one of my ankles, so my range of motion is a little bit more limited on that side. Meeting yourself where you're at, learning some things about your body, right? It's okay to have imbalances. As long as we're aware of them, we can adjust for them. Learn how to better support them. One more round of those, reaching out. Hips reach back, core stays anchored up and in. Hip stays stacked over the knee, in line with that ankle. Beautiful. Stand it up, shake it out. All right, we're gonna get into some lunges now. So go ahead and step one of your legs back into that 90-90 lunge. Now I want you to make sure you're not on a balance beam here, okay? Give yourself a little bit of space, like a wide French fry. So we're not squeezing all the way together. And then we're gonna stretch the arms up to the sky. Now this is a stability exercise, okay? Core is anchored in tight. Your hips are shining straight forward. You're gonna take little side bends away from that front leg and towards the front leg. Rib to hip, back through center to the other side, squeezing through that midline. We've got 3 more. 2. And 1. I want you to hold that lunge. Spreading those toes wide. Pressing down into that front big toe mound. Pressing into that back big toe mound. Spreading the toes out. Back heel is high and lifted. We hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it in. We'll change it back. So a big step back. Dropping that back knee down. Spreading those toes wide, really gripping the ground beneath you, pressing big toe mound to little toe. Stretching those arms up. We take a little bend away and towards. Away, take your time here. A little shift side to side, like a tree blowing in the wind here, but the roots are grounded, right? That base is steady. Little side bends. We've got 3. For 2, belly button to spine. Support your center here. Last one. We bring it in through center, we hold. Find your footing. Big toe mound pressing. Pinky toe anchored, heel anchored. Back heel lifted high to the sky. Big toe mound anchored, pinky toe anchored. We hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand it up, shake it out. All right, we're gonna come down and hit some core work. So to begin, we're gonna start on our knees. Now, if you're on hardwood, I would recommend a towel or a mat for a little cushion here. And we are gonna extend that right leg out. Bring those arms to a strong T here. We're gonna do some side overs. So you're gonna shift the body to a diagonal and then bring that left hand all the way down to the ground. So I'm giving the ground a high 5 here. Take my gaze up to that top hand. And then we're gonna lift right back up. You're grounded down through that right foot. We come up and over. Exhale, lift. Inhale, coming up and over. Exhale, restacking. We've got 6 more here, shoulders out of the ears. Big stretch through that side body. Squeeze to lift. We've got 5. That left hip is stacked right over the knee for 4. Steady breath in through the nose. Warm up that air. Out through the mouth. 3. Belly button anchors to the spine on that. Exhale, 2. This last one, we hold it down. And we're gonna extend that bottom leg out to meet the top leg, coming into that strong side plank. Wrists below the shoulder, top shoulder stacked over the bottom, hips are stacked. That bottom leg returns down for 5, 4, 3, belly button to spine, 2. Last one, let's hold that side plank for a count of 5. Breathe in, breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get out of it. Gracefully, come on up. All right, we're taking it to the other side. Extending that left leg out, rotate your toes forward, ground down through the outside edge of that foot. Knees stacked right under your hip, stretch those arms out. You're reaching and then coming down, so creating space as you move here. Reaching and coming down. Exhale to lift you up. Inhale, up and over. Exhale to lift. You're giving that ground a high 5. Full palm comes down to the ground. We've got 4. Beautiful, 3 more. So strong. We've got 2. This last one, we stay down on the ground. We find that side plank, bottom leg extends out. Check your form, shoulder over wrist, shoulder stacked, hip stacked. We bring it down and out for 5, 4, take your time here. 3, enjoy this hard work for 2, Last one. Bring it all the way up. We are going to finish out on our back, continuing with the core work. So go ahead, roll it all the way down. And we're gonna start with those arms straight up to the sky, and then our legs right at tabletop, knees stacked over the hips. We're gonna find an abdominal curl, and then flip your palms up to the sky. Open up through your chest. Your gaze is right up and over the knees. The neck is long. You could fit a fist between your chin and your chest. We're gonna inhale, open the arms, extend one leg. Exhale, squeeze in through those pinkies, draw it in, and we switch. Inhaling and exhaling. On every exhale, I want that belly button anchoring down to the ground, that chest lifting a millimeter higher. Arms are active. We'll take a few more each side here, reaching that leg all the way long. Now you could keep that leg more at 45 degrees, right? Or you can drop it lower to the ground. We've got 3 more. Knee restacks right over the hip. Belly anchors down to create space for that thigh to stack. 2 more each side. Last one. Inhale, exhale, hug. Inhale, exhale. Now we're gonna take the hands behind the head. We're gonna extend that right leg. We're gonna rotate our right elbow to our left knee, and then left elbow to knee. We switch and switch. Option to bring that right leg to the ground. We go for 4, wrapping through the center. For 3, for 2, last one. Bring it back through center. We've got that other side. Extend the leg out, opposite elbow to knee, same elbow to knee. We've got 5, breathe. 4, trying to keep those hips anchored, wrapping through the ribs. For 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring those legs into tabletop. Let that head rest down. We're gonna keep those legs in tabletop and take a little march to finish here. Right toe taps to the ground, left toe. Now we're working that neutral spine, that deep core. Your hips are anchored, your tailbone is heavy. There's a small space, you could fit a finger in your lower back. That is the natural curve of your lumbar spine. Ribs are hugging together at the front, anchored down at the back. Back of the head is heavy. And we're breathing for 4. Inhale, exhale to lift. 3, keeping the pelvis and spine steady. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Hug those knees into the chest. Take a little rock, hip to hip. Deep breath into your belly. I invite you to close your eyes. And then bringing the bottoms of the feet to the ground, start to windshield wiper the knees side to side, allowing one hip at a time to peel up off of the ground. As you sweep those legs side to side, reconnecting with your breath. And then bringing those legs back into center. We're gonna go ahead and sit it up and give those legs a little stretch. So go ahead, weave those feet through. You're gonna come onto the knees. Now these are great stretches to do at the end of a ski day, warming up for the ski day. And we're gonna step one leg forward and you're gonna lunge into it. So opening up the hip, finding that big extension, and then sweeping the arms to the sky to add a little extra. Deep breath into the body, shoulders soft. Allow that exhale to melt you into the stretch. One more deep breath in here. As you exhale, folding your heart forward, reaching your hips back. Long spine as you lift up through that front foot and anchor the heel down. Breathing through that hamstring. One more time, we're gonna find that forward lunge. Take that arm, spiral it up and back. Now you can either stay here or bend that back leg, grab for your foot. Keep opening up through your heart. Gently lower the back leg, unwind, and switch out the legs. Starting with that big lunge forward. Sweeping the arms up, taking a few deep breaths here, in through the nose, think space in the body, exhale, melting into your stretch. 2 more breaths. With every exhale, you relax into the stretch a little bit deeper. Last one. Hinging the heart forward, pressing the hips back. Reaching out through the ball of the foot, anchoring that heel down. Staying connected to your breath. And then hinging forward. Reaching that arm up and around, either staying in this rotation or grabbing for that back leg. Keeping that heart opening up to the sky. Gently lowering that back leg, unwinding, and making your way out of that stretch. Let's extend both legs out in front of us, and then just run those legs out on the ground. Give yourself a little percussion therapy here. And then steady the legs. You can have a soft bend in the knees as you stretch those arms up to the sky. Hinge the heart forward. Now your hands may land on either sides of the knees or walk out a little bit further. And just like the stability work we just did, the core work we just did, the stretching with more practice, more attention, gonna get a little bit easier. You're gonna have a little more freedom in movement. I encourage you to return to this, to the other workouts that DAHU has provided you with in order to get a really well-rounded preparation for the upcoming season. Drop the head, round the spine, taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, restacking that spine, taking a seat up nice and tall. Thank you so much for joining me, Kelsey Lorenz, and DAHU for another preseason workout. DAHU is the Swiss ski boot company made for every moment on any mountain. See you next time.